Hello students, welcome to Chanakya Academy's online classes. This is standard 9th class English medium, subject social science. Dear students, in revision lecture series and explanation of question and answer of the chapters, today we are going to learn about chapter number 8, framing of constitution and its features. Okay, so through question and answer, try to learn this chapter. As usual, we are going to start with MCQs. Okay, so question number 1: when was the Indian Constitution framework completed? Indian Constitution का framework कब complete हुआ? In the year 1948, in the 1949, 1950, 1947. तो complete कब हुआ था? 1949, 26 November. How many subjects are there in central list? Central list में कितने subjects हैं? तो 66 subjects. How many articles and appendices are there in Indian Constitution? तो option B is right answer. 395 article and 12 appendices. Who was the chairman of Constitutional Framework Committee? कौन था? Do you remember the name? कन्हैयालाल मुंशी, राजेंद्र प्रसाद, श्याम प्रसाद, सरदार पटेल. Okay, Rajendra Prasad was the first chairman of Constitutional Framework Committee. Number 5. When Indian Constitution came into existence, कब से existence में आया? 26 November 1949, 26 January 1950, 15th August 1947, 9th December 1947. So, existence came into existence 26 November 1949 तब complete हुआ और 26 January 1950 से वो existence में आया. How many members were in the formation of Constitutional Committee? तो क्या कितने members थे Constitutional Committee में? 389 members were in their formation of Constitutional Committee. India is a republic country because it is a sovereign country, it is a democratic country, Prime Minister elected for a certain tenure, people have religious freedom. The republic country कैसे बोले जाते? Because it is a democratic country. Okay? Yeah. Now start with our detailed question. First question है, पहले तो हम देखते brief हैं question. Question 1 है, answer the following question in brief. Short में लिखना है. So first question. Which ideals are stated in the preamble of Indian Constitution? Indian Constitution का preamble है, उसमें कौन से ideals हैं? तो वो हमें देखना होंगे. Okay, dear students, those are the pillar of preambles. Important है. This is our also ideals of preamble like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, fraternity and equality. These are the pillars of preamble and important points of preamble. Okay. Next question is, what is adult suffrage? वो adult suffrage क्या है? Okay. So adult suffrage, yes, universal adult suffrage. So in India we have a system of adult suffrage which is flexible. According to that, any citizen who is above 18 years of age and above possesses right to vote in elections, of parliament, legislative assemblies and local self-government bodies without any discrimination of education, property and economic standard. These are the answer of adult suffrage. Okay? Yes. Indian Constitution is federal. Discuss why Indian Constitution is. Okay. Here is the answer. So India is a union of states. So there is nowhere any reference of word federal in the Constitution. A union of states is the sentence used for India and by the union. Okay. Permanent and irreversible relationship between union and its component state is indicated. It is a union state and state has right to rescind it. Thus, India is a union state. There is no elements of federal government. In Indian Federation, there are two sets of government: union government and state government. And the Constitution had already clearly marked area of functioning of both kind of governments. different काम करते हैं. इसलिए हम फेडरल सिस्टम फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर है इंडिया ऐसा मान सकते हैं. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. स्टेट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्री गवर्नमेंट. ओके, व्हाट इज इट? पार्लियामेंट्री गवर्नमेंट के कैरेक्टरिस्टिक डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. So here it is a given upon parliamentary system. We take some points because its answer is a brief. Characteristics of parliamentary system. So like some points that we have to take. Okay. India has a parliamentary system of governance. Okay. Parliament is the supreme authority of representative of people. The legislature at the union is not parliament. ये लाइन हम ना लिखे तो चलेगा. Parliament is bicameral, means has two houses that we have to write. One upper house and lower house. Upper house is called Rajya Sabha, lower house is called Lok Sabha. Though the government is carried the name of president, union and the governor in states that we have to write. Okay, actual administration is carried by the councillor of minister, headed by prime minister at the union and chief minister in the state. Council of minister is responsible to the legislature and the comprises representative to the people. The president selects 12 people who are experts and experienced from various fields for Rajya Sabha. Okay, Rajya Sabha is permanent house and which 1/3 member retire every year and the same number of member for election. Each member has 6 years of tenure in Rajya Sabha, which is also called Council of States, and the power of Rajya Sabha are less compared to Lok Sabha, which is special. Okay, superior and decisive. Rajya Sabha cannot be comparatively dissolved. So these are the characteristics of parliamentary system. Next question is, what is unified judicial system? Okay, unified judicial system. So here it is answer: independent impartial judiciary. The constitution has provided the establishment of independent impartial judiciary. There is Supreme Court at top, then can be high courts at state, and under its jurisdiction are the district courts and district level. At the taluka level there are local and special courts. The judgments of Supreme Court are binding to all the subordinate courts of the nations. In case of any case conflict between the union and state government, matter relating to constitution or interpretation of status, the final decision is vested Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is protector and guardian of the constitution. Next question, explain the provision for constitutional amendments. मीन्स कभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में अमेंडमेंट्स होते हैं उसके रिलेटेड, तो अमेंडमेंट्स इन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. कैन वी अमेंड इन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? यस. सो हियर इट इज आंसर इन अ डिटेल. amendments in the constitution. So compared to other countries' constitution, constitution of India is dynamic. Constitution can be amended as and when required. जब ज़रूरत है तब उसमें amendment changes किए जाते हैं. Constitutional provisions can be amended three ways. One, amendments can be made by simple majority of member present and voting in the parliament. Second, certain amendments require a special majority. Simple majority means जो जनरली लाइक 50 हैं तो 30 अगर फेवर में तो हो जाएगा 20-30, अगर जो मेजोरिटी सिंपल मेजोरिटी होनी चाहिए, एंड दैट इज़ 2/3 जो स्पेशल मेजोरिटी है, 2/3 मेजोरिटी ऑफ मेंबर प्रेजेंट एंड वोटिंग, मीन्स जितने प्रेजेंट है वोटिंग कर रहे हैं उसकी 2/3 में 66% वोटिंग होनी चाहिए उसके फेवर में, तब वो पास होता है. कंसर्निंग द यूनियन एंड स्टेट रिलेशन, द स्पेशल मेजोरिटी दैट इज 2/3 एंड concurrence not less than 50% स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर रिक्वायर्ड. तो वो है जब यूनियन और स्टेट रिलेशन की बात आती है तब भी स्पेशल मेजोरिटी चाहिए 2/3, एंड द concurrence नॉट लेस दैन 50%, और 50% से कम स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर है उनकी भी रिक्वायर्ड रहती है. We have to write some more points in this answer like that. If there is any amendment to be made in interrelation between union state structure of or in supreme judiciary, then half of states from the local states have to give consent. Judgment of court can also bring amendment by parliament. There will be no change in the basic structure of country, means जो basic structure है उसमें change नहीं हो सकता. Simply, simple majority in parliament can bring changes in the amendments of the constitution, and that is why the constitution is known as the most inclusive and flexible. तो flexible है document हमारा. So but in certain cases is not amendable by simple. कुछ ऐसी चीज़ है जो simple majority से amendment नहीं हो सकता. Without the majority consent, the state is not amendment. With consent के बगैर amendment नहीं हो सकता. Okay. So this is the answer. Political equality is incomplete without social and economic equality. जो पॉलिटिक इक्वालिटी है जो इनकम्प्लीट है, सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी नहीं है इक्वालिटी, तब तक वो पॉलिटिकल इक्वालिटी नहीं मानी जाती. एंड दिस आंसर वी हैव टू राइट सम selected points from socialistic and secularism related to economic and social justice. Okay. Next point is explain the statements. The preamble is an extract of Indian Constitution. So preamble के बारे में extract of Indian Constitution. So what can we write in this answer? Let's find. So students, our answer is here. Preamble verbalize the fundamental objectives and constitution, aim, ideals and principles. Therefore, the preamble straightway gives the clear insight of rule of welfare. So preamble reflects constitution from a psyche. So we can write more in this question. The preamble, a soul of constitution, is also important necessity to understand the framing of any law or its interpretation. Preamble gives a proper guidance. To understand the policy behind the framing of any law, preamble plays an important role. The preamble is a useful tool to avoid the trouble in the interpretation of constitution. Okay. So I can write one more line in this answer, that when any ambiguity or obscure details in law arises, preamble helps in understanding and interpreting the law. Thus, the preamble serves a compass to understand the provision of constitutional law. Next question is, preamble is the key to understanding of amendments of the constitution, and second is preamble serve as compass. तो दोनों लाइन ऊपर के आंसर हैं वो उसमें दो पैराग्राफ आ ही गए हैं, you can find it. Okay. Fourth is Indian Constitution is inclusion of federal unitary. तो उसमें क्या लगता है कि आगे क्वेश्चन आए थे फेडरल सिस्टम, तो उसमें से वही पैराग्राफ में से हम कुछ लाइन लिख सकते हैं. इंडिया इज़ अ सेक्युलर कंट्री, तो वो फाइंड करते हैं. एंड सेकंड पॉइंट है इंडिया इज़ अ डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक कंट्री. तो दोनों एक साथ देखते हैं, सेक्युलर कंट्री देन डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक कंट्री. Okay, here it is point of secularism that we can find some word. This line is important. In the year 1976 by 42nd Indian Constitutional Amendment and word secular was inserted in preamble. So India is a secular country. India can never become a particular region country as per the provision of Constitution. Okay. India does not follow any particular religion, so the country never promotes any religious activity. The country cannot involve any secular activity with religious activity. Okay, so the citizen of country has a freedom to choose his or her religion. The country cannot discriminate citizens on religious basis. Okay. So Sarva Dharma Samudrashti Sarva Dharma Samabhav are principles incorporated in the Constitution. Okay. In democracy related question, ये पूरा है पैराग्राफ, उसमें से हमको कुछ ही पॉइंट लिखने हैं, पूरा पैराग्राफ नहीं लिखना है. ओके, सो डेमोक्रेसी मीनिंग देन द वर्ड इज derived from Greek and demos means people of people and kratos means power, people's power. Country's power is not within a group of people, instead of it within the people of the country. Okay. Some more point from this paragraph, like in democratic India, people elect their leaders through their choice by casting vote to represent his house leader in parliament and thereafter assuming the post of prime minister and his her cabinet. Okay. Then the voters elect state and local government, level government. Hence the democracy meant by people, for people and of the people. Cabinet of ministry responsible for parliament. Okay, so we can write some point in this answer. Next question is, India is integral and indivisible federal. We also federal जो system थी उसमें देख लिया था. Constitution of India is the most extensive and detailed written document in the world. ओके, तो वो उसमें हम पूरे जो इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जितने भी पॉइंट है वो लिखते कि कैसा डिटेल क्यों है. तो फर्स्ट इन द स्टार्टिंग वी हैव टू गो. ओके, चलो वी कैन राइट फ्रॉम दिस पैराग्राफ. व्हाई? सो बिकॉज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली मेड फॉर 166 nation section spread over the period of 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Okay. In this constitution there are 295 articles and 9 appendices. After amendments with 395 articles and 9 appendices, the constitution was formed on 26 November 1949. The constitution was unanimously passed in the constitution amnesty. 26 1950 Constitution India came into existence and India was declared a republic nation. Okay, yes. Now next question number 3, explain the below given terminology of word की जो terminology meaning है वो हमें देना है. Dual citizenship, parliamentary system, responsible government, union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary power, socialist, judicial review and democracy. Okay, so now I am giving you just a hint of it. Dual citizenship means जो citizenship है, citizenship like we are Indian, तो हमारी जो citizenship है जो Indian है, and dual citizenship means जो अगर हम गुजरात में रहते तो गुजरात की एक citizenship है Indian, तो दो citizenship नहीं, but we have only one citizenship like Indian, as a Indians we have citizenship, so it is a single citizenship. Like in USA there is a provision about dual citizenship, like one citizenship of USA and one citizenship is related to his or her जो state है उससे related, so this is dual citizenship. Second, parliamentary system. Already we know about it. Parliamentary system, parliament. In parliament there are two houses, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. our government is run by parliament. So parliament is important, and parliament works as per the provision of constitution. So this is parliamentary system. Okay. थर्ड ही रिस्पॉन्सिबल गवर्नमेंट, वो भी आपने पढ़ा ही था. यूनियन लिस्ट 97 जो लिस्ट है उसमें सब्जेक्ट्स है 97 सब्जेक्ट्स इन यूनियन लिस्ट, मीन्स जिससे रिलेटेड लॉज एंड रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन वो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बना सकती है वो लिस्ट. लाइक दैट स्टेट लिस्ट 47 सब्जेक्ट्स है, तो वो जिससे रिलेटेड जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन एंड लॉज फ्रेम कर सकती है ओनली स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, दिस इज स्टेट लिस्ट. कोकरेंट लिस्ट जो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट दोनों अपने तरीके से बना सकते हैं, इट इज़ कोकरेंट लिस्ट. रेस्टिट्यूटरी पावर मीन्स जो पावर्स है जो जिनकी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नहीं हुई है, ना यूनियन के पास है ना स्टेट, वो पावर्स है रेस्टिट्यूटरी पावर, वो अल्टीमेटली यूनियन के पास चले जाएंगे. सोशलिस्ट अभी हमने देखा था कि इंडिया इज़ अ सोशलिस्ट सॉरी सेक्युलर कंट्री है, और सोशलिस्ट भी है. मीन्स एवरी सोसाइटी है, एवरी जितने भी वो पब्लिक जो भी लोग हैं, चाहे वो कोई भी कास्ट जेंडर समाज से आता है, सब ऑल आर इक्वल. जुडिशियरी रिव्यू, अगर कोई मैटर है और कोर्ट ने जो अपनी जजमेंट सुना दी है एंड वी कैन गो फॉर हायर अथॉरिटी, इट इज़ कॉल्ड जुडिशियल रिव्यू. एंड डेमोक्रेसी of the people, for the people, to the people is called democracy. So okay, so these are the important points in this chapter. Write a detailed note on salient features of constitution, parliamentary method, federal and sole planning, federal and free. This question that you have to write in your homework. Okay, so this is your homework for today. Okay. I hope you have got all the points, and if you have any doubt then you can ask me. Thank you for watching.